This is about the person you are going to marry. The truth about their face and mind is finally revealed. Don't scroll, listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because what's coming through is not random, it's timed, it's personal, and it's meant to settle something deep inside you that's been quietly asking for clarity. Don't scroll, because the universe doesn't interrupt your feed for entertainment, it interrupts when alignment is close. Listen to this. The truth being revealed isn't about surface beauty or a single look, it's about the face they show, the world versus the soul they protect. Don't scroll, because many people wear a practiced smile while carrying a tender, disciplined mind that's learned patience the hard way. Listen to this. The person you are going to marry has learned how to hold their emotions with maturity, even when their eyes give away a softness they rarely explain. Don't scroll, because their face tells one story and their mind tells another. And heaven is finally allowing you to see both. Listen to this. They are not flashy, they are grounded, not loud, but steady, not perfect, but honest in ways that matter when life gets quiet. Don't scroll, because quiet seasons reveal character. Listen to this. Their mind has been shaped by reflection, responsibility, and lessons they didn't post about. Don't scroll, because depth doesn't announce itself, it reveals itself slowly when it's safe. Listen to this. The reason you've been feeling a pull lately toward patience, toward discernment, toward saying not yet to the wrong things, is because your spirit is being tuned to recognize them when the moment comes. Don't scroll, because recognition is energetic before it's visual. Listen to this. You may have noticed signs already, seeing 1111 when you think about commitment, or 222 when you imagine partnership. Don't scroll, because those numbers are confirmations that balance and alignment are forming on both sides. Listen to this. The truth about their mind is that they've done the work to become emotionally available without being reckless. Don't scroll, because availability without wisdom leads to heartbreak. Listen to this. They learned boundaries so love could last. Don't scroll, because lasting love is built by people who know when to pause and when to lean in. Listen to this. The truth about their face is not symmetry or style. It's the calm you'll feel when you look at them and realize your nervous system can finally rest. Don't scroll, because rest is a sign of safety. Listen to this. Safety is the language of soulmate energy. Don't scroll, because soulmates don't trigger chaos, they bring clarity. Listen to this. Clarity may feel unfamiliar if you're used to intensity. Don't scroll, because intensity is often mistaken for destiny. Listen to this. Destiny feels steadier, warmer, and surprisingly simple. Don't scroll, because simplicity is not boring, it's secure. Listen to this. Their mind has been trained by seasons of waiting, choosing growth over distraction. Don't scroll, because distraction delays recognition. Listen to this. That's why timing mattered, why paths didn't cross before now. Don't scroll, because you both needed to become the people who could see each other clearly. Listen to this. The universe has been clearing illusions from your vision, teaching you to value consistency over charm. Don't scroll, because charm fades. Listen to this. Consistency shows up. Don't scroll, because the truth being revealed now is meant to prepare you, not rush you. Listen to this. Preparation feels like peace, not pressure. Don't scroll, because pressure belongs to fear. Listen to this. Peace belongs to alignment. Don't scroll, because alignment is why you're here listening. Feel that pull in your chest. That's recognition beginning. Listen to this. You might see 333 when you reflect on communication, because harmony of mind, heart, and spirit is essential for marriage. Don't scroll, because harmony is built by two people who can think clearly even when emotions rise. Listen to this. Their mind is calm under stress. Their face softens when they listen. Don't scroll, because listening is their love language. Listen to this. The universe is revealing this now because you're ready to stop chasing potential and start recognizing presence. Don't scroll. Because presence is rare. Listen to this. The face you'll see will feel familiar, like you've known it in another lifetime. Don't scroll, because soul memory is real. Listen to this. The mind you'll connect with will challenge you gently, not diminish you. Don't scroll, because healthy love sharpens without cutting. Listen to this. Angel numbers like 4. 4 may appear when you think about stability, because foundations are being laid. Don't scroll, because marriage is not a moment, it's a structure. Listen to this. The truth being revealed is that this person values structure, loyalty, and growth. Don't scroll, because values align before lives do. Listen to this. If you've been letting go of old patterns, old attractions, old distractions, that's not loss. Don't scroll, because that's refinement. Listen to this. Refinement prepares you to see clearly. Don't scroll, because clarity is the gift of this season. Listen to this. The universe isn't teasing you, it's guiding you. Don't scroll, because guidance arrives when resistance softens. Listen to this. The next sign you receive will feel gentle, not dramatic. Don't scroll, because drama isn't needed anymore. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is simple. When you finally meet their eyes, you'll understand why waiting mattered. Don't scroll, because the recognition will feel calm, inevitable, and right. Listen to this. Stay open, stay grounded, and stay present, because what's being revealed now is only the beginning. Don't scroll. Listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because what's being revealed next goes deeper than recognition. It explains why your paths have been aligning in subtle ways and why your intuition has been getting louder. Stay with me, because this is where the understanding of their mind begins to unfold, not as thoughts alone, but as patterns, choices, and the quiet discipline that shaped them into someone capable of lasting love. Don't scroll, because the person you are going to marry didn't arrive here by accident. Listen to this. Their mind has been trained through seasons where they chose healing over escape, growth over comfort, and patience over shortcuts. Don't scroll, because shortcuts always cost more later. Listen to this. They learned how to sit with uncomfortable truths, how to reflect instead of react, how to pause before speaking when emotions rise. Don't scroll, because that kind of mind doesn't form overnight. Listen to this. It forms when someone decides to stop repeating cycles and start rewriting them. Don't scroll, because rewriting cycles is sacred work. Listen to this. You may have noticed that you're no longer attracted to chaos the way you once were. Don't scroll, because your spirit has been recalibrated. Listen to this. Recalibration happens when you outgrow what once felt exciting but was actually draining. Don't scroll, because draining connections teach discernment. Listen to this. Discernment is what allows you to recognize a healthy mind when you encounter it. Don't scroll, because a healthy mind doesn't manipulate, doesn't rush, doesn't confuse. Consistency with control. Listen to this. Their mind values clarity, fairness, and emotional responsibility. Don't scroll, because responsibility is the backbone of commitment. Listen to this. The truth about their face is that it mirrors this mindset. Calm eyes, measured expressions, a presence that doesn't overwhelm the room but steadies it. Don't scroll, because steadiness is magnetic to a nervous system that's learned to protect itself. Listen to this. When you're near them, your breathing will slow without effort. Don't scroll, because your body recognizes safety before your thoughts catch up. Listen to this. safety is the confirmation you've been asking for. Don't scroll. Because intense sparks fade, listen to this, but safety sustains. Don't scroll, because the universe has been guiding you away from intensity that burns fast and toward warmth that lasts. Listen to this, you may see signs like 5:55 when you think about change, because transformation has been happening on both sides. Don't scroll, because transformation doesn't always look dramatic. Listen to this, sometimes it looks like choosing rest over proving, honesty over image. Don't scroll, because image belongs to the mask. Listen to this, and masks are falling away in this season. Don't scroll, because authenticity is required for what's coming. Listen to this. The person you are going to marry has learned how to be authentic. Even when it costs approval, don't scroll, because approval seeking undermines intimacy. Listen to this, intimacy requires self-trust. Don't scroll, because self-trust allows vulnerability without fear. Listen to this, they know how to be vulnerable without collapsing. Don't scroll, because emotional regulation is their strength. Listen to this, regulation allows love to be expressed without volatility. Don't scroll, because volatility creates confusion. Listen to this, confusion is not part of your future marriage. Don't scroll, because clarity is. Listen to this, the universe has been teaching you to listen for clarity rather than chase feelings. Don't scroll, because feelings fluctuate. Listen to this, values remain. Don't scroll, because values are what you'll build a life on. Listen to this, their mind prioritizes long-term thinking, not instant gratification. Don't scroll, because instant gratification fades. Listen to this, long-term thinking builds trust. Don't scroll, because trust deepens attraction over time. Listen to this, you might notice 6:06 when you imagine home, harmony, or shared routines. Don't scroll, because harmony is the environment where love thrives. Listen to this, harmony doesn't mean agreement on everything. Don't scroll, because it means respect through differences. Listen to this, respect shows up in how they listen when they disagree. Don't scroll, because listening is how understanding grows. Listen to this, understanding is the bridge between two minds. Don't scroll, because bridges require effort from both sides. Listen to this, the person you are going to marry meets you halfway without keeping score. Don't scroll, because scorekeeping erodes intimacy. Listen to this, generosity of spirit is part of their character. Don't scroll, because generosity creates safety. Listen to this, safety allows dreams to be shared without fear of being dismissed. Don't scroll, because your dreams matter in this connection. Listen to this, the universe is preparing you to share them with someone who takes them seriously. Don't scroll, because seriousness doesn't kill romance. Listen to this, it protects it. Don't scroll, because romance without respect collapses. Listen to this, respect is the soil where romance roots. Don't scroll, because rooted things survive storms. Listen to this, storms will come. Don't scroll, because life moves. Listen to this, but the mind you'll join with is built to weather change without turning against you. Don't scroll, because partnership is about facing the world together. Listen to this, not fighting each other to cope. Don't scroll, because coping styles matter. Listen to this, their coping style is reflective, communicative, and grounded. Don't scroll, because grounded people don't abandon connection under stress. Listen to this, they lean in with clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity prevents misinterpretation. Listen to this, the universe has been aligning your perception so you can recognize this kind of maturity when it appears. Don't scroll, because maturity doesn't shout. Listen to this, it shows up on time, keeps promises, and admits mistakes. Don't scroll, because accountability builds trust faster than charm. Listen to this. Charm may catch attention. Don't scroll, because accountability keeps it. Listen to this. You may have been shedding old beliefs about what love should feel like. Don't scroll, because those beliefs were shaped by movies, not longevity. Listen to this. Longevity is shaped by consistency. Don't scroll, because consistency is what their mind excels at. Listen to this. The face you'll see will feel familiar not because you've met them before. Don't scroll, because your spirit recognizes steadiness as home. Listen to this. Home is not drama. Don't scroll, because it's reliability. Listen to this. Angel numbers like 8. May 18th appear when you think about building a future, because abundance flows where stability exists. Don't scroll, because stability attracts provision. Listen to this. The truth being revealed now is meant to anchor you in patience, not urgency. Don't scroll, because urgency clouds judgment. Listen to this. Patience sharpens it. Don't scroll, because judgment guided by peace leads to wise choices. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is this. As you continue to choose alignment over impulse, the recognition will become unmistakable. Don't scroll, because when you finally connect, it won't feel like guessing. Listen to this. It will feel like remembering, and that feeling will tell you everything you need to know. Don't scroll. Listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this part uncovers why the universe has been slowly reshaping your expectations and why the truth about their face and mind could only be revealed after you changed. Stay with me, because this is where destiny and timing finally line up. Listen closely. The person you are going to marry has been evolving quietly, just like you. Not in loud transformations but in subtle, disciplined choices that rewired how they see love, responsibility, and partnership. Don't scroll, because this wasn't accidental. Listen to this. Their mind learned patience not because waiting was easy, but because rushing once cost them something they never wanted to lose again. Don't scroll, because loss teaches depth. Listen to this. Depth is what prepares someone for marriage, not charm, not intensity, not constant excitement. Don't scroll, because excitement fades. Listen to this. Depth stays. Don't scroll, because depth shows up in how they think when no one is watching. Listen to this. How they respond to stress, how they hold silence without needing to fill it. Don't scroll, because silence reveals emotional maturity. Listen to this. Their mind no longer panics at uncertainty. Don't scroll, because it learned how to sit with questions until clarity forms. Listen to this. That's why timing mattered. Don't scroll, because if you had met earlier, you might have mistaken each other. Listen to this. Mistaken intensity for alignment. Don't scroll, because alignment feels calmer than fantasy. Listen to this. You may have noticed your own desires shifting lately. Don't scroll, because you're no longer drawn to inconsistency dressed as passion. Listen to this. That shift is preparation. Don't scroll, because preparation tunes perception. Listen to this. Perception allows recognition. Don't scroll, because recognition is not about finding perfection. Listen to this. It's about sensing safety and respect at the same time. Don't scroll, because respect is what their mind prioritizes now. Listen to this. Respect for boundaries, for timing, for individuality. Don't scroll, because love that lasts never tries to consume. Listen to this. It collaborates. Don't scroll, because collaboration requires emotional regulation. Listen to this. Emotional regulation is their strength. Don't scroll, because they've learned how to feel deeply without being ruled by feelings. Listen to this. That balance didn't come easily. Don't scroll, because it was forged through reflection. accountability, and choosing growth over avoidance. Listen to this. The truth about their face is that it reflects this inner work. There's a calm confidence there, a grounded presence that doesn't need to dominate a room to be felt. Don't scroll, because presence isn't loud. Listen to this. It's steady. Don't scroll, because steadiness communicates trust. Listen to this. Trust is what allows vulnerability to deepen without fear. Don't scroll, because fear once blocked connection. Listen to this. Fear is being removed now. Don't scroll, because the universe clears fear when alignment approaches. Listen to this. You may see signs like 111 or 11. 11 when thoughts of partnership come up unexpectedly. Don't scroll, because those numbers confirm alignment between intention and timing. Listen to this. Alignment means both souls are finally looking in the same direction. Don't scroll, because looking in the same direction matters more than looking at each other constantly. Listen to this. Their mind understands that love grows forward, not backward. Don't scroll, because dwelling in the past erodes trust. Listen to this. They've learned how to honor their history without living in it. Don't scroll, because that's maturity. Listen to this. Maturity doesn't erase vulnerability. Don't scroll, because it integrates it wisely. Listen to this. You may notice your intuition sharpening. Don't scroll, because intuition strengthens when noise fades. Listen to this. Noise faded because distractions were removed intentionally. Don't scroll, because distractions cloud recognition. Listen to this. The universe has been guiding you toward clarity through subtle discomforts, moments where old attractions no longer satisfied. Don't scroll, because dissatisfaction is a sign of growth. Listen to this. Growth prepares you to recognize a healthy mind when it appears. Don't scroll, because a healthy mind doesn't play games with communication. Listen to this. It speaks clearly, listens actively, and apologizes sincerely. Don't scroll, because accountability is the foundation of trust. Listen to this. Trust deepens intimacy more than grand gestures ever could. Don't scroll, because gestures fade. Listen to this. Consistency remains. Don't scroll, because consistency is what their mind values most. Listen to this. Consistency shows up in how they follow through, how they stay emotionally available, how they don't disappear when things get complicated. Don't scroll, because disappearing is a coping mechanism they've outgrown. Listen to this. They learned how to stay present even when uncomfortable. Don't scroll, because presence builds security. Listen to this. Security allows love to breathe. Don't scroll, because suffocating love destroys connection. Listen to this. Their mind understands pacing. Don't scroll, because pacing protects hearts. Listen to this. You may see 22 when you think about partnership or balance. Don't scroll, because balance is essential for a shared life. Listen to this. Balance means neither of you has to shrink or overextend. Don't scroll, because mutual respect keeps both whole. Listen to this. The truth being revealed now is not meant to rush you into expectation. Don't scroll, because expectation creates pressure. Listen to this. Readiness creates peace. Don't scroll, because peace is the confirmation you're aligned. Listen to this. The universe is teaching you to trust calm signals over dramatic ones. Don't scroll, because drama demands reaction. Listen to this. Alignment invites response. Don't scroll, because response is thoughtful, measured, intentional. Listen to this. Intentional love lasts. Don't scroll, because intention anchors commitment. Listen to this. Commitment here doesn't mean control or possession. Don't scroll, because it means reliability. Listen to this. Reliability is attractive when you're ready for longevity. Don't scroll, because longevity requires shared values. Listen to this. shared values form when two minds respect growth. Don't scroll, because growth never stops. Listen to this. The person you are going to marry knows that. Don't scroll, because they're not afraid of change. Listen to this. They're afraid of stagnation. Don't scroll, because stagnation kills connection. Listen to this. Movement forward keeps love alive. Don't scroll, because movement doesn't always mean action. Listen to this. Sometimes it means reflection. Don't scroll, because reflection refines understanding. Listen to this. Understanding prevents misinterpretation. Don't scroll, because misinterpretation causes unnecessary conflict. Listen to this. Conflict resolution is another strength of their mind. Don't scroll, because they don't seek to win arguments. Listen to this. They seek to preserve connection. Don't scroll, because preserving connection is the mark of emotional intelligence. Listen to this. Emotional intelligence makes marriage resilient. Don't scroll, because resilience is what carries love through seasons. Listen to this. Seasons will change. Don't scroll, because life moves. Listen to this. But the mind you'll join with is prepared to adapt without losing respect. Don't scroll, because respect stabilizes attraction. Listen to this. Attraction rooted in respect deepens over time. Don't scroll, because time strengthens what's real. Listen to this. You may see 44 when you think about stability or foundations. Don't scroll, because foundations are being prepared now. Listen to this. Preparation feels quiet. Don't scroll, because loud beginnings often fade. Listen to this. Quiet ones endure. Don't scroll, because endurance matters. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is simple but powerful. As you continue honoring clarity over impulse, the universe will align a moment of recognition so clear that doubt won't survive it. Don't scroll, because when you finally see their face and connect with their mind, it won't feel like discovery. Listen to this. It will feel like confirmation of everything your spirit already knew. Don't scroll. Listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this part reveals how recognition turns into readiness and why the universe has been rearranging your inner world to match what's coming next. Stay with me, because this is where understanding becomes embodied and the truth about their face and mind begins to feel familiar rather than surprising. Listen closely. The person you are going to marry carries a presence that doesn't demand attention, but commands respect, and that presence is the result of choices made when no one was applauding. Don't scroll, because applause never builds character. Listen to this. Solitude does. Don't scroll, because solitude taught them how to listen to themselves, to regulate their emotions, to choose integrity over impulse. Listen to this. Their mind learned how to slow down before deciding, how to ask better questions instead of jumping to conclusions. Don't scroll, because conclusions formed too quickly fracture trust. Listen to this. Trust requires patience. Don't scroll, because patience creates safety. Listen to this. Safety is why their face feels calming when you imagine it, not because it's flawless, but because it's honest. Don't scroll, because honesty relaxes the body. Listen to this. When you're near them, you won't feel the need to perform or prove. Don't scroll, because performance belongs to insecurity. Listen to this. Security allows you to be real. Don't scroll, because real love thrives in reality, not fantasy. Listen to this. The universe has been training your nervous system to recognize calm as attraction. Don't scroll, because that's a shift. Listen to this. If you once equated excitement with unpredictability, you've outgrown that. Don't scroll, because unpredictability erodes trust. Listen to this. Trust is the currency of marriage. Don't scroll, because without trust, even passion feels fragile. Listen to this. Their mind understands this deeply, not Intellectually, but experientially, don't scroll, because experience rewires priorities. Listen to this. They've learned that consistency is romance-sustained. Don't scroll, because consistency says, I'll be here tomorrow. Listen to this. And tomorrow matters more than today's spark. Don't scroll, because building a life requires endurance. Listen to this. Endurance is shaped by values. Don't scroll, because values guide decisions under pressure. Listen to this. Their values are steady. Honesty, accountability, compassion, and growth. Don't scroll, because growth is non-negotiable for them. Listen to this. Stagnation scares them more than change. Don't scroll, because stagnation numbs connection. Listen to this. They want a partner who evolves with them, not someone to rescue or be rescued by. Don't scroll, because rescue dynamics create imbalance. Listen to this. Balance is what their mind seeks now. Don't scroll, because balance sustains desire without depletion. Listen to this. You may have noticed that your own boundaries are clearer lately. Don't scroll, because clarity attracts clarity. Listen to this. The universe has been teaching you to say no without guilt. Don't scroll, because guilt compromises alignment. Listen to this. Alignment requires self-respect. Don't scroll, because self-respect sets the tone for partnership. Listen to this. When you finally stand face to face, you'll feel seen without being scanned. Don't scroll, because scanning looks for flaws. Listen to this. Seeing recognizes essence. Don't scroll, because essence is what the soul responds to. Listen to this. The truth about their mind is that they've learned how to hold two things at once. Strength and tenderness. Don't scroll, because that balance is rare. Listen to this. Tenderness without strength collapses under stress. Don't scroll, because strength without tenderness hardens into control. Listen to this. They learn to integrate both. Don't scroll, because integration is maturity. Listen to this. Maturity feels grounded, not superior. Don't scroll, because superiority blocks intimacy. Listen to this. Intimacy requires humility. Don't scroll, because humility keeps love teachable. Listen to this. The universe has been guiding you away from relationships that felt like lessons and toward one that feels like a home. Don't scroll, because home is where you exhale. Listen to this. Exhaling together builds safety. Don't scroll, because safety allows joy to deepen over time. Listen to this. Joy doesn't have to be loud to be real. Don't scroll, because quiet joy lasts. Listen to this. Angel numbers like 7. May 17th appear when you think about trust and faith. Don't scroll, because 7 signals spiritual alignment and inner knowing. Listen to this. Inner knowing grows when you stop outsourcing your worth. Don't scroll, because worth must be internal to sustain partnership. Listen to this. Their mind respects your autonomy. Don't scroll, because autonomy fuels attraction. Listen to this. They don't want to own you. Don't scroll, because they want to choose you daily. Listen to this. Choice is more powerful than obligation. Don't scroll, because obligation breeds resentment. Listen to this. Choosing each other builds devotion. Don't scroll, because devotion is steady, not obsessive. Listen to this. Obsession burns fast. Don't scroll, because devotion endures. Listen to this. The face you'll recognize will reflect a life lived with intention. Lines shaped by laughter and lessons. Eyes that have cried and learned to hope again. Don't scroll, because hope is resilient in them. Listen to this. They don't confuse hope with denial. Don't scroll, because denial postpones healing. Listen to this. Healing is part of their story. Don't scroll, because healed people love differently. Listen to this. They don't weaponize vulnerability. Don't scroll, because vulnerability is sacred to them. Listen to this. Sacred things are protected. Don't Scroll, because protection is how love stays safe. Listen to this. The universe has been removing distractions so you can recognize protection when it arrives. Don't scroll, because protection doesn't always feel thrilling. Listen to this. It feels reassuring. Don't scroll, because reassurance allows you to build. Listen to this. Building a life together requires shared vision. Don't scroll, because vision aligns decisions. Listen to this. Their mind thinks long-term. Finances, routines, health, communication. Don't scroll, because practicality supports romance. Listen to this. Romance without practicality collapses under reality. Don't scroll, because reality is where marriage lives. Listen to this. You may see 3:13 or 3:33 when you think about communication. Don't scroll, because harmony in expression is essential. Listen to this. They communicate clearly even when it's uncomfortable. Don't scroll, because avoidance erodes trust. Listen to this. Trust is preserved through honesty delivered with care. Don't scroll, because care softens truth. Listen to this. The universe is teaching you to trust slow building connections. Don't scroll, because slow doesn't mean weak. Listen to this. It means thorough. Don't scroll, because thorough foundations prevent collapse. Listen to this. When doubts arise, they won't dismiss you. Don't scroll, because dismissal shuts hearts down. Listen to this. They'll lean in with curiosity. Don't scroll, because curiosity sustains connection. Listen to this. The cliffhanger here is this. As you continue to choose calm over chaos and clarity over impulse, the moment of recognition will arrive with a sense of inevitability. Don't scroll, because when it happens, it won't feel like chasing. Listen to this. It will feel like arriving exactly where you were meant to be. Don't scroll. Listen to this. This message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this part is where everything you've been sensing finally settles into certainty and the universe begins to confirm what your spirit already knows. Stay with me, because this is about how recognition turns into commitment and why the truth about their face and mind is preparing you for a shared future that feels steady, intentional, and real. Listen closely. The person you are going to marry doesn't just show up with attraction, they arrive with presence, and presence is what your nervous system has been craving without you realizing it. Don't scroll, because presence doesn't rush. Listen to this. It stays, it listens, it notices the small shifts in tone, the pauses between words, the moments when reassurance matters more than solutions. Don't scroll, because reassurance is the language of safety. Listen to this. Safety is how love deepens without fear. Don't scroll, because fear once shaped your choices. Listen to this. But fear is no longer in charge. Don't scroll, because discernment has taken the lead. Listen to this. Discernment is calm, grounded, and patient. Don't scroll, because patience allows truth to unfold naturally. Listen to this. The truth about their mind is that they understand the difference between desire and devotion. Don't scroll, because desire is sparked. Listen to this. Devotion is chosen. Don't scroll, because devotion builds lives. Listen to this. They've learned how to choose consistently, not just when it's easy or exciting. Don't scroll, because consistency under pressure reveals character. Listen to this. Character is what sustains marriage when novelty fades. Don't scroll, because novelty always fades. Listen to this. But respect deepens. Don't scroll, because respect is renewable. Listen to this. Their mind values renewal through communication, accountability, and shared growth. Don't scroll, because growth together prevents drifting apart. Listen to this. Drifting happens when assumptions replace conversations. Don't scroll, because assumptions were removed from your path for a reason. Listen to this. the universe has been training you to ask, listen, and clarify rather than guess. Don't scroll, because guessing creates stories that aren't true. Listen to this. Truth thrives in dialogue. Don't scroll, because dialogue requires safety. Listen to this. Safety has been cultivated quietly in you. Don't scroll, because you've learned to regulate emotions rather than react to them. Listen to this. That learning was preparation. Don't scroll, because preparation precedes recognition. Listen to this. The face you will come to know will feel familiar not because it matches an image, but because it mirrors the peace you've been cultivating inside. Don't scroll, because mirrors reveal alignment. Listen to this. Alignment is what draws two people together sustainably. Don't scroll, because sustainability matters. When you're building a life, listen to this. The universe has been shifting your attraction toward stability, toward kindness that doesn't need to be loud, toward intelligence that listens as much as it speaks. Don't scroll, because listening is how intimacy grows. Listen to this. Intimacy isn't about intensity. Don't scroll, because intensity can be fleeting. Listen to this. Intimacy is about consistency. Don't scroll, because consistency allows vulnerability to feel safe. Listen to this. They understand vulnerability as a strength, not a weakness. Don't scroll, because they've learned how to hold space without trying to fix. Listen to this. Fixing often minimizes feelings. Don't scroll, because presence honors them. Listen to this. The universe is revealing this now because you're ready to stop confusing chemistry with compatibility. Don't scroll, because chemistry can ignite quickly. Listen to this. But compatibility sustains connection over time. Don't scroll, because compatibility lives in values, rhythms, and mutual respect. Listen to this. You may see signs like 808 when you think about building something together. Don't scroll, because 8 carries the energy of abundance and continuity. Listen to this. Continuity is essential for marriage. Don't scroll, because a life built together requires shared vision. Listen to this. Shared vision grows when two minds can plan without controlling each other. Don't scroll, because control suffocates trust. Listen to this. Trust flourishes where autonomy is respected. Don't scroll, because autonomy fuels attraction rather than diminishing it. Listen to this. They don't need to possess you to feel secure. Don't scroll, because security comes from self-trust. Listen to this. Their mind trusts itself and respects yours. Don't scroll, because mutual respect creates equality. Listen to this. Equality strengthens partnership. Don't scroll, because partnership is about choosing side by side, not one leading at the expense of the other. Listen to this. The universe has been aligning your boundaries so you can meet as equals. Don't scroll, because boundaries protect love from resentment. Listen to this. Resentment grows when needs go unspoken. Don't scroll, because needs are now welcomed rather than minimized. Listen to this. Welcoming needs creates intimacy without obligation. Don't scroll, because obligation erodes desire. Listen to this. Desire grows when choice remains active. Don't scroll, because choice renews commitment daily. Listen to this. The truth about their face is that it softens when they listen. Their expressions reflect empathy rather than judgment. Don't scroll, because judgment closes hearts. Listen to this. Empathy opens them. Don't scroll, because open hearts can repair misunderstandings before they become fractures. Listen to this. Repair skills are essential for marriage. Don't scroll, because no relationship is perfect. Listen to this. But healthy ones know how to repair quickly and kindly. Don't scroll, because kindness accelerates healing. Listen to this. The universe has been teaching you to value repair over perfection. Don't scroll, because perfection pressures. listen to this, repair reassures, don't scroll, because reassurance builds safety, listen to this, safety allows playfulness to return without anxiety, don't scroll, because joy doesn't disappear in mature love, listen to this, it deepens, don't scroll, because deep joy is sustainable, listen to this. Angel numbers like 616 or 6. May 6th appear when you imagine shared routines, don't scroll, because harmony and balance are central to what's coming, listen to this, harmony doesn't mean sameness, don't scroll, because it means rhythm, listen to this, rhythm allows differences to coexist without conflict, don't scroll, because conflict managed well strengthens bonds, listen to this, unmanaged conflict erodes trust, don't scroll, because trust is precious. Listen to this, precious things are handled with care, don't scroll. Because care is the atmosphere of your future marriage, listen to this, you may notice your thoughts becoming more future-oriented without anxiety, don't scroll, because anxiety belongs to uncertainty, listen to this, certainty grows when alignment settles in, don't scroll, because alignment feels like a quiet yes rather than a dramatic rush, listen to this, the universe is preparing you to recognize that yes when it arrives. Don't scroll, because recognition won't come with fireworks, listen to this, it will come with calm, don't scroll, because calm allows you to choose wisely, listen to this, wise choices compound over time, don't scroll, because time rewards wisdom, listen to this, the truth about their mind is that they think in years, not moments, don't scroll, because long-term thinking supports stability, listen to this, stability doesn't dull romance, don't scroll, because it protects it, listen to this, protected romance grows richer, don't scroll, because it's free from fear of abandonment or chaos, listen to this, the universe has been removing distractions so you can hear this message clearly, don't scroll, because clarity is the gift of this season, listen to this, clarity allows you to release old patterns without regret, don't scroll, because release creates space, listen to this, space invites alignment, don't scroll, because alignment is drawing this person closer, listen to this, closer doesn't mean rushed, don't scroll, because it means intentional. Listen to this, intention turns attraction into commitment, don't scroll, because commitment is the foundation of marriage, listen to this, the cliffhanger here is this. As you continue choosing clarity, boundaries, and calm, the universe will orchestrate a moment where their presence feels unmistakable, don't scroll, because when that moment arrives, you won't question your readiness, listen to this, you'll recognize it as the natural next step in a story that's been unfolding with purpose all along. Don't scroll, listen to this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because this final layer brings everything together and shows you why the universe has been so intentional about timing, restraint, and preparation. Stay with me, because this is where understanding becomes peace and anticipation replaces uncertainty. Listen closely, the person you are going to marry is not arriving to complete you. They are arriving to walk with you, and that distinction matters more than you've been taught. Don't scroll, because needing completion creates imbalance. Listen to this, walking together creates partnership. Don't scroll, because partnership is what sustains love when life becomes ordinary. Listen to this, ordinary days are where marriage truly lives. Don't scroll, because grand moments are rare. Listen to this, daily choices define everything. Don't scroll, because the truth about their mind is that they understand this deeply. Listen to this, they value the small, consistent acts that build trust. Showing up on time, following through, checking in emotionally. Don't scroll, because these things don't look romantic on the surface, listen to this, but they create security. Don't scroll, because security allows love to relax instead of constantly proving itself. Listen to this, the universe has been teaching you to value peace over adrenaline. Don't scroll, because adrenaline fades. Listen to this, peace sustains. Don't scroll, because peace is what your nervous system has been craving. After years of unpredictability, listen to this, the face you will see will feel grounding, not overwhelming. Don't scroll, because grounding energy stabilizes emotions. Listen to this, stability is the soil where trust grows. Don't scroll, because trust grows slowly but lasts long. Listen to this, their mind understands pacing. Don't scroll, because pacing protects connection from burnout. Listen to this, they don't rush intimacy to feel secure. Don't scroll, because security comes from consistency. Listen to this, consistency is their language of love. Don't scroll, because love expressed consistently builds confidence. Listen to this, confidence allows vulnerability without fear of abandonment. Don't scroll, because abandonment anxiety once shaped your reactions. Listen to this, but that chapter is closing. Don't scroll, because healing has taken root. Listen to this, the universe has been quietly reinforcing your self-trust. Don't scroll, because self-trust is essential for choosing wisely. Listen to this, choosing wisely doesn't feel dramatic. Don't scroll, because it feels clear. Listen to this, clarity feels like knowing what you don't want as much as knowing what you do. Don't scroll, because discernment has sharpened your vision. Listen to this, the person you are going to marry respects discernment. Don't scroll, because they don't fear questions. Listen to this, they welcome them. Don't scroll, because questions lead to understanding. Listen to this, understanding prevents resentment. Don't scroll, because resentment erodes intimacy over time. Listen to this, intimacy maintained with care deepens into companionship. Don't scroll, because companionship is the quiet joy of being known. Listen to this, being known without being judged is priceless. Don't scroll, because judgment shuts hearts down. Listen to this, their mind prioritizes empathy over ego. Don't scroll, because ego creates power struggles. Listen to this, empathy creates collaboration. Don't scroll, because collaboration allows two people to build something greater than themselves. Listen to this, building together requires shared responsibility. Don't scroll, because responsibility ensures stability. Listen to this, stability creates space for joy. Don't scroll, because joy thrives where fear is minimal. Listen to this, fear has been slowly released from your system. Don't scroll, because the universe didn't rush your healing. Listen to this, rushed healing cracks under pressure. Don't scroll, because slow healing integrates. Listen to this, integration allows lessons to become instincts. Don't scroll, because instincts guide choices without constant effort. Listen to this, you may notice that your reactions are calmer now. Don't scroll, because calm is a sign of regulation. Listen to this, regulation allows conflict to be addressed without escalation. Don't scroll, because escalation damages trust. Listen to this, the person you are going to marry knows how to de-escalate with patience and clarity. Don't scroll, because clarity diffuses misunderstanding. Listen to this, misunderstanding once created distance in past connections. Don't scroll, because distance was painful. Listen to this, but it taught you what you need now. Don't scroll, because lessons were never punishments. Listen to this, they were preparation. Don't scroll, because preparation ensures sustainability. Listen to this, sustainability is what makes love resilient through seasons of stress. Don't scroll, because stress will come. Listen to this, life brings challenges. Don't scroll, because no partnership is immune, listen to this, but resilience determines outcomes, don't scroll, because resilient partnerships adapt without turning against each other, listen to this, adaptation requires flexibility of mind, don't scroll, because rigid thinking fractures connection, listen to this. Their mind is flexible without losing values, don't scroll, because values anchor adaptability, listen to this, anchoring prevents drifting apart during change, don't scroll, because change is inevitable, listen to this, but drifting is not, don't scroll, because intention keeps alignment intact, listen to this, intention shows up in daily respect, don't scroll, because respect is renewable when practiced consciously, listen to this. The universe has been guiding you to practice respect toward yourself first, don't scroll, because self-respect sets the tone for partnership, listen to this, the face you will recognize will reflect mutual respect, not dominance or submission, don't scroll, because equality strengthens attraction, listen to this, attraction rooted in equality deepens into devotion, don't scroll, because devotion is steady, not possessive, listen to this, possessiveness creates fear, don't scroll, because fear suffocates love, listen to this, devotion creates safety, don't scroll, because safety allows dreams to be shared freely, listen to this, shared dreams create shared purpose, don't scroll, because purpose aligns effort, listen to this, alignment prevents unnecessary conflict, don't scroll, because conflict drains energy, listen to this, energy is precious for building a life, don't scroll, because building requires focus, listen to this, focus has been sharpening in you, don't scroll, because distractions have lost their grip, listen to this. The universe has been removing noise so you can hear your intuition clearly. Don't scroll, because intuition is subtle, listen to this, subtle signals guide big decisions, don't scroll, because big decisions deserve calm consideration, listen to this, marriage is one of them, don't scroll, because it's not just about love, listen to this, it's about partnership, growth, and shared resilience, don't scroll, because resilience is learned through challenges faced together, listen to this. The person you are going to marry is prepared to face life with you, not hide from it, don't scroll, because avoidance weakens bonds, listen to this, engagement strengthens them, don't scroll, because engagement doesn't mean constant agreement, listen to this, it means respectful dialogue, don't scroll, because dialogue keeps connection alive, listen to this, the universe has been teaching you to listen as much as you speak, don't scroll, because listening deepens understanding, listen to this. Understanding dissolves fear, don't scroll, because fear is no longer needed as a guide, listen to this, wisdom has replaced it, don't scroll, because wisdom moves slowly but surely, listen to this, slowly doesn't mean late, don't scroll, because it means right on time, listen to this, the timing of this connection is intentional, don't scroll, because premature alignment collapses, listen to this, mature alignment endures, don't scroll, because endurance is the mark of destiny fulfilled, listen to this. Destiny doesn't shout, don't scroll, because it unfolds, listen to this, unfolding feels natural when you're ready, don't scroll, because readiness is quiet confidence, listen to this, confidence doesn't seek validation, don't scroll, because it trusts itself, listen to this, you are learning to trust yourself again, don't scroll, because self-trust guides you toward healthy partnership, listen to this, the cliffhanger here is gentle but powerful. As you continue honoring peace, clarity, and self-respect, the universe will align a moment where their presence feels unmistakably right, don't scroll, because when that moment arrives, you won't feel rushed or uncertain. Listen to this, you'll feel grounded, calm, and ready to step forward into a partnership built to last.